The year is 30 BC. The ancient world is in turmoil, and the sands of Egypt are restless. The sands of Egypt swirl around a grand palace, a symbol of a once mighty civilization. Inside, a queen makes her final stand. Her name? Cleopatra. She is determined, resolute, and aware of the stakes. Hers is a story of power, intrigue, and ultimately, tragedy. A tale that has captivated historians and storytellers alike. But her legacy? It continues to fascinate us centuries later. Her life and reign are subjects of endless fascination and debate. Cleopatra was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt, a kingdom that had seen both glory and decline. She was a shrewd strategist, a cunning diplomat. Her intelligence and political savvy were unmatched. Her story is woven into the fabric of Roman history, a history marked by alliances and betrayals. She had relationships with two of its most powerful men, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. These alliances were as much about power as they were about passion. Cleopatra's story wasn't just about romance, it was about survival. It was about navigating the treacherous waters of politics and war. It was about protecting her kingdom in a world on the brink of change, a world where the old ways were giving way to new powers. She was a woman navigating a man's world, a world where her every move was scrutinized and judged. She used every tool at her disposal, her intelligence, her charm, and her political acumen. She was a master of diplomacy and strategy. Her death marked the end of an era that had seen the rise and fall of great empires. Egypt fell under Roman rule. The once great kingdom became just another province in the vast Roman Empire. But Cleopatra's story did not end there. Her legacy lived on, inspiring countless tales and legends. It was passed down through generations, evolving into legend. A legend that continues to captivate and inspire us to this day. Cleopatra the Seventh Philopator was born in 69 BC in the ancient city of Alexandria, a place renowned for its grand libraries and vibrant culture. She was a descendant of Ptolemy I Soter, a Macedonian Greek general of Alexander the Great, who established the Ptolemaic dynasty in Egypt. The Ptolemaic dynasty ruled Egypt for nearly 3 centuries, blending Greek and Egyptian traditions in a unique cultural fusion. They embraced Egyptian culture while maintaining their Greek heritage, creating a rich tapestry of art, architecture, and customs. Cleopatra grew up in Alexandria, a vibrant hub of learning and culture. She was highly educated, fluent in several languages, and well-versed in various fields of knowledge. Her intellect was as sharp as any sword, and she was known for her wit and strategic thinking. She was fascinated by astronomy, mathematics, and philosophy, often engaging with scholars and thinkers of her time. Life in the Ptolemaic court was filled with intrigue and power struggles, a complex web of alliances and rivalries. Cleopatra witnessed firsthand the complexities of politics, learning from the successes and failures of those around her. She learned the art of negotiation, mastering the delicate balance of diplomacy and persuasion. She observed the delicate balance of power, understanding the importance of strategic alliances and calculated risks. The Nile River flowed through the heart of her kingdom, a lifeline that sustained the people and the land. It was a source of life and prosperity. Cleopatra understood its importance, recognizing its role in agriculture, trade, and transportation. She would later use its strategic significance to her advantage, leveraging the river's resources to strengthen her reign and secure her legacy. The Ptolemaic dynasty was no stranger to internal conflict. Throughout its history, the dynasty was marked by intense rivalries and power struggles that often turned violent. Siblings often vied for power, each one eager to claim the throne and the immense influence that came with it. Cleopatra's own family was no different. The royal household was a hotbed of intrigue and ambition. When her father, Ptolemy XII Auletes, died in 51 BC, he left the throne jointly to Cleopatra and her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII. This arrangement was meant to ensure stability. They were to rule as co-regents, sharing the responsibilities and the power of the throne. However, the struggle for control was swift and brutal. The delicate balance of power quickly tipped towards conflict. Cleopatra, just 18 years old, was a formidable force. Despite her youth, she was determined to assert her authority. She possessed a keen intellect and a strong will, qualities that made her both respected and feared. But her younger brother's advisors saw her as a threat. They were wary of her influence and ambition. They maneuvered to sideline her, using political machinations to undermine her position. Cleopatra was forced to flee Egypt, leaving behind her home and her claim to the throne. She sought refuge in Rome, a city that was itself a center of power and intrigue. It was a daring move that would change the course of history. Her presence in Rome would have far-reaching consequences. She was determined to reclaim her birthright. Her resolve was unshakable. She would use every ounce of her cunning and charm to do so, navigating the treacherous waters of politics with skill and determination. In Rome, Cleopatra sought the support of Julius Caesar. He was a powerful Roman general. He was embroiled in his own power struggles. Their meeting was the stuff of legends. Cleopatra, it is said, had herself smuggled into Caesar's presence rolled up in a rug. Caesar was captivated by Cleopatra's intelligence and charisma. He agreed to help her reclaim the Egyptian throne. He saw an opportunity to expand Roman influence. Their alliance was one of convenience and mutual ambition. However, it blossomed into a passionate love affair. Their relationship resulted in the birth of a son, Caesarion. Cleopatra hoped Caesarion would one day rule both Egypt and Rome. It was a bold ambition, one that would have profound implications for the future of both empires.